Coach, your team's off to a 6-0 start, 4-0 in MAC play. You faced a couple closer games recently. Take down Akron. Close the whole game. There's points in the game where it felt like they could have pulled away. There's points in the game where it felt like you guys could have pulled away. And then most recently, Western Michigan. They obviously gave you a bit of a fight. They came in here and made it tough for you. What's it mean to just have those type of contests, especially when everybody is expecting us to, at this point they're looking for us to win, right? These teams are going to come in and try to give you their best effort. What do those games mean, especially as you keep going through the season and just having those gritty wins?
Yeah, we're going to get the best of everybody. I think that's our guys have earned that right. We've had a really good non-conference season here to start MAC play as well, and so we're going to get everybody's best shot. And I think we take it one game at a time. Every game in the league is going to be very, very hard. Right? There's a ton of good coaches in our league, great players, good teams. About to obviously play Toledo, who what Todd Kowalczyk's built there has just been remarkable. Just the consistency that he's had. I think they won regular season titles. I want to say maybe 4 years in a row, which is, man, that's hard to do at this level. Very, very difficult to do. And so every game's going to be hard. It's just MAC play. Anybody can beat anybody.
You most recently broke the most consecutive home win streak at 24 wins over this season and last season. What's it mean just to protect home court at Millett, especially as you work to build a special culture beyond just your team, the fan atmosphere and just the community as a whole?
Yeah, I think number one, like when I first came here, the atmosphere wasn't here, right? And I knew it would take time. We had to do our part. We had to put out a really good product. Win. They always say you build it and they will come a little bit, and we've built our program up, and our marketing's done a really good job of putting the word out there, trying to get in front of people. Students aren't even here right now, and that's always kind of one of the difficult things here at Miami during J-term. Our students aren't here for the whole month of January, and they come in February, which is great, but we need to make this place a hard place to play, and that's a mark of a good program. You have to be able to win at home, and we've been able to do that here over the last year and a half, 2 years.
Throughout the year, you've just talked about, the culture of this team and how, it's special and something that you really haven't been around a lot. Like most teams, you're going to deal with injuries. You're going to deal with guys being sick, just people being out. I wanted to talk about Justin Kirby, letting go of that redshirt season of his and coming in and helping you guys in a time of need, right? His energy's been felt. It's been pretty obvious, and obviously you've made comments yourself about him. Can you just talk about what that means to you to have him, and also just the energy that he has brought through these first 3 games of his?
Yeah, Justin's he's enjoying his own journey. That's why it's funny. Like, he didn't get off to maybe the start that he wanted to in his collegiate career. Our first scrimmage, he's supposed to go play, and he gets sick. He isn't able to play after he'd already been hurt and out for like a month and a half. And so he had a really choppy preseason, so we thought the best thing for him to do was to redshirt at that point. Thought he was a little bit behind. But I also knew where Justin could go. If he was healthy enough to practice for a month, I thought it'd be really interesting. He's one of those guys that has an enormous ceiling to him. And when Evan obviously went down with an injury, I told him, I said, hey, listen, can we just have a conversation about it? I want it to be your decision, not my decision. And he said, listen, Coach, I'll play. I want to play. I want to help the team. And he's all about the team, which just, again, shows his character that he has. But it's also the best thing for him, right? I knew he'd have an opportunity to play and get out there and go. He changes us athletically. His energy, you feel him play. Like the hustle play he had against Western Michigan, diving out of bounds for a loose ball, threw it back in, was an enormous play. Right? His blocks, his defense, his steals, deflections, he rebounds. He had 8 rebounds in the game, 10 points, but like he did the same thing at Bowling Green. I thought he was a game changer in that game. And you just see his confidence starting to build. So I'm super proud of him because his journey hasn't always been easy here in college to start, but he's been able to weather through it, and now he's seeing some sunlight.
As you mentioned earlier, take on Toledo this Friday on CBS Sports Network. From my understanding, it's been nearly 15 years since Miami has won a game at Savage Arena. Can you just talk about, how tough it is to play there, and then also just what it would mean to walk away with another W on the road?
Yeah, number one, their facilities are top-notch. They do a great job up there. Their administration's got things in line, and Todd's helped build that thing back up to where it was, because when he took it over, I believe they were not very good. Things weren't solid standing, and he's done a great job of building it back up. It's a hard place to play. It's one of the harder places to play in our league. That's for sure. They've always had really good teams since I've been in the league. Like I said, the consistency is amazing, what he's been able to build there. Listen, we're gonna have to, it's gonna be a packed crowd, Friday night, national televised game. It's gonna be a fun atmosphere, man, that our guys are really looking forward to.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.